The situation with Rachel Zegler and Snow White has spiraled into a massive Hollywood catastrophe, with rumors flying about a confrontation with Jack Black that supposedly pushed the young actress to her breaking point. Zegler was seen as Disney's jackpot, chosen to play Snow White in the live-action remake of the film that essentially constructed the Disney empire. This was supposed to be a career-making role, the kind actresses dream about. But since her casting was announced, everything seemed to take a spectacular nosedive. Instead of honoring the original fairy tale, Zegler's interviews continuously seemed to irritate lifelong fans. She criticized the original prince as a stalker, derided the classic version openly, and insisted that Snow White wouldn't be needing a man to rescue her this time. The modern revamp would cut the prince and substitute the seven dwarves with something else, moves that instantly set off alarms with audiences. Zegler's palpable self-assurance, bordering on arrogance, truly grabbed people's attention. She was quoted saying, "People will always see me no matter what, and they'll line up for everything I do." These comments would come back to haunt her dramatically. As the movie's release neared, a strange phenomenon began to unfold. Zegler started posting videos of herself sitting alone in empty theaters more than once. She shared these images seemingly unaware of how poorly they were perceived, as if the empty seats around her weren't telling a powerful story about audience interest. For those watching online, it was awkward, like watching someone in denial about what was clearly becoming a public debacle. Meanwhile, across town, an unexpected shift was happening. The Minecraft movie, dismissed by industry insiders as a joke, was smashing box office records. It was adored by critics, drawing fans in droves and earning serious money. In fact, Minecraft reportedly outperformed Snow White's global earnings in just the first weekend in America. That's when the Jack Black rumors started to circulate. Black, known for voicing Kung Fu Panda and a star in the Minecraft movie, allegedly confronted Zegler during this turbulent time. According to various accounts, he questioned her handling of the backlash, especially her habit of branding all criticism as mere trolling. "Do you think calling fans trolls is beneficial?" he supposedly inquired. The aftermath of this encounter depends on which rumor you believe. Some sources say Zegler became highly emotional. Others report she stormed off set, while some even suggest she had a breakdown in front of Disney execs. Whether she sought therapy afterward is uncertain, but this alleged confrontation seemed to mark a pivotal change. The Snow White promotion suddenly went silent. Disney issued vague statements, and Zegler's once active social media presence went dark for a while. People began to wonder if the pressure had finally overwhelmed her. Internally, reports suggested the film itself was crumbling. Multiple insiders mentioned that significant editing changes were happening at the 11th hour, with entire scenes and storylines being slashed just before release. Test audiences labeled the movie as inconsistent, emotionally flat and preachy, like two disjointed films stitched together ungracefully. Even Disney CEO Bob Iger was reportedly worried. Following dreadful feedback from test audiences, he began posing serious questions about how a major project with billion-dollar potential had gone so off course. What was meant to be a guaranteed hit now seemed headed for disaster. The contrast with the Minecraft movie was stark. While Snow White felt like a lesson wrapped in entertainment, Minecraft was being lauded for being fun, whimsical, clever, without being condescending, and most importantly, not trying to force a message on its audience. Theaters were filled with laughing kids, joyful parents, and true delight, the kind of magic Disney was once able to create with ease. This comparison deeply stung Disney. While Snow White aimed for empowerment, it instead felt pompous. Even staunch Disney supporters admitted something was off. The fairy tale remake, intended to reinforce Disney's cultural dominance, instead prompted uncomfortable inquiries about whether the studio had lost touch with its audience. So, what truly transpired between Zegler and Black? The details remain murky. Some say it was a heated exchange at a press event. Others believe it happened privately during reshoots, and a few claim there was never a face-to-face confrontation, just tense messages exchanged through representatives. Nevertheless, the story spread rapidly. The image of a Hollywood veteran challenging a rising star resonated broadly. It symbolized a larger cultural shift, a growing resistance to what many perceive as Hollywood's increasingly agenda-driven storytelling. Productions that feel more like declarations than narratives have been wearing thin with audiences for a while. But this moment spotlighted that tension. Zegler tried to maintain a composed public image through everything. She posted filtered selfies, shared inspirational quotes, and reposted supportive messages from fans. Yet her online presence felt strained, like someone trying to remain unaffected while feeling intense pressure. And in today's internet culture, such disconnect does not go unnoticed. Online reactions were predictably split. Some supporters highlighted the impossible standards for women in Hollywood and the toxicity of fan backlash. Others indulged in mockery, turning her perceived arrogance into memes. Her downfall from breakout star to internet target happened incredibly fast. Behind the scenes at Disney, panic was reportedly rife. PR teams went into overdrive, marketing budgets were cut and redirected, and reshoots were ordered in a frantic rush. Executive meetings were supposedly filled with desperate attempts to salvage what was becoming a prominent failure. The success of Minecraft only emphasized the misery. While Disney executives scrambled, Minecraft nonchalantly soared past $300 million globally. Now Snow White's struggles extended beyond the box office. It was experiencing what insiders call an implosion of expectations. This wasn't just about disappointing numbers. It represented a fundamental breach between Disney and its audience, a betrayal of trust that could have far-reaching implications for the studio's brand. The rumored confrontation with Jack Black epitomized everything that had gone awry, a lone voice of reason amidst chaos, attempting to steer the production back on path, while others doubled down on a vision increasingly out of sync. Some claim he embarrassed Zegler. Others say he simply stated a truth no one else dared to say. Sometimes the audience is right. Dismissive attitudes towards every critic as a troll isn't just bad PR, it's delusional. This tension mirrored deeper issues not just within this production, but in Hollywood's mindset overall. From excessive marketing of morality to tone-deaf messaging, the clash between Zegler and Black felt like a showdown between two contesting visions of entertainment, one centered on heart and joy, and another obsessed with appearances and statements. If Ziegler's emotional collapse is true, it isn't just about one actress reaching her limit. It's about the possible breakdown of Disney's entire live-action remake strategy. A formula once deemed foolproof is showing serious cracks. The warning signs have been evident for some time: diminishing returns, growing audience apathy, critical backlash. But Snow White might be the loudest alarm yet. It's becoming evident that fans don't want nostalgia served as lectures. They don't want beloved classics filtered through a corporate agenda. They crave authenticity, joy, and magic, the very traits that made these tales timeless in the first place. If even someone with Jack Black's charisma and likability can't right the ship, then perhaps Disney must fundamentally reconsider its approach. This isn't merely about a single film failing. It's about a legacy teetering on the brink. Disney's magic wasn't built on focus groups or messaging strategies. It was constructed on emotion, wonder, and heart. When audiences detect those elements missing, they respond not with quiet disappointment, but with their money and their voices. They avoid premieres, create memes, and call out insincerity. Fans aren't lining up for moral lessons that feel forced. They're turning out for genuine fun. They long for characters they can root for, stories they can lose themselves in, and worlds they want to visit again. They're seeking that elusive feeling when the screen lights up, and for a couple of hours, everything else fades away. Until Disney relearns how to produce that magic, legacy IPs, and extensive marketing can't mend what's broken. Unless change comes swiftly, Snow White may be remembered not just as a box office flop, but as the pivotal moment when Disney's golden age of remakes hit a barrier. We aren't just discussing poor reviews anymore. We're talking about a potential breaking point in Disney's meticulously maintained image. A film intended to rejuvenate Disney's legacy has instead become a symbol of disconnect. In many fans' eyes, this isn't merely a creative blunder. It's a betrayal, one that causes audiences to stop giving the studio the benefit of the doubt. It's easy to foresee future Disney projects encountering significant skepticism. Trailers dissected frame by frame, stars grilled in interviews, narratives questioned long before tickets go on sale. Snow White was expected to be an assured cultural milestone, yet it may be remembered as the catalyst sparking a broader shift. Supporter uprising. So, did Disney receive the necessary jolt through Jack Black? Could this clash be the catalyst that compels the company to finally address the critiques it has long dismissed? Some insiders in the industry suggest that Black's supposed confrontation with Zegler marked a crucial tipping point, an internal rebellion against a system prioritizing messaging over enchantment. Or is this simply another exaggerated Hollywood tale, engineered to generate clicks and stir up controversy? It wouldn't be the first instance where an awkward celebrity encounter ballooned into a legendary narrative. In our digital age, a simple eyebrow raise or quick exchange can evolve into a full-fledged epic in no time. Nevertheless, one thing is undeniable. This saga is far from finished, not remotely. With Snow White's under-the-microscope performance and the online community analyzing every detail, utterance, and behind-the-scenes murmur, the pressure couldn't be greater. All involved, from Zegler and Black to Disney's CEO Bob Iger and the studio itself, are under unprecedented scrutiny. What happens in the upcoming weeks might redefine how Hollywood revisits its most cherished stories. This could be the turning point, prompting major studios to reevaluate their remake strategies and reconnect with what originally endeared these tales. Or it might just be another fleeting issue, soon overshadowed by the next headline-grabbing event. The contrast between Snow White and Minecraft encompasses more than just ticket sales. It highlights two distinct philosophies in entertainment. One movie reportedly aimed to reimagine a classic with a focus on messaging, while the other basked in pure delight and creativity without hesitation. One focused on assertions of what it wouldn't become, the other cherished potential. Audiences have declared their choice unmistakably. They're favoring joy over sermons, sincerity over scripted messages, and emotion over obligation. They're gravitating towards films that evoke genuine feelings rather than those dictating opinions. The irony is palpable. A film inspired by a pixelated video game with intentionally basic visuals is engaging audiences emotionally in ways Disney's lavish fairy tale reworking seemingly fell short. It underscores that regardless of CGI or brand identity, authentic joy and heart are irreplaceable. For Disney, the way ahead is both difficult and obvious. Rediscover the wonder and enchantment that made these narratives timeless initially. Recognize that moralizing seldom motivates, but touching stories can transform the world. Acknowledge that valuing your audience and heritage is not only ethical, but also smart business. Ultimately, the true magic in storytelling doesn't stem from cutting-edge effects or modernized messages, but from the enduring ability to stir emotions. Until Disney embraces this, all efforts will be in vain to restore Snow White to her former glory.